I just finished watching Lycoris Recoil and it was freaking awesome. If you aren't familiar with Lycoris Recoil, it is a new anime that just came out on the 2nd of July. You can watch it right now on Crunchyroll if you have a premium account or like VRV or however you would access Crunchyroll. But holy cow, it's freaking awesome. So I couldn't remember exactly what it was about. And I told Bree, I said, hey Bree, let's watch this anime. It's like these little girls and they sing or something cool, right? Like, we'll just watch a musical anime. And I totally forgot that it definitely was not a musical freaking anime. Like, it wasn't at all. And so we turned this show on and we see these little girls in Japan and they have their nice little school outfits on and they look very wholesome. And then out of freaking nowhere, they're like pulling out silenced pistols and like assassinating people everywhere in like the craziest ways possible. Like just total subterfuge. Like trains are going by and they're using the sounds of the trains to just like wipe targets out and all sorts of crazy crap. It's a great first episode and I cannot wait to watch more. That's why I had to make this video. I literally, if I look excited, it's because I am excited. This one actually actively made me excited. So we have this main character who's part of the Lycoris group, which is like kind of like a hitman squad for the government, like, you know, like behind the scenes secret agency kind of thing. They take orphans, they train them to be just like super awesome, and she goes out there and she just does all the hits and participates in these group things. And she ends up in this situation in the first episode where there is this hostage situation where they have one of the Lycoris and they're doing this arms deal and nobody really knows what to do. They're at like this standoff and freaking out of nowhere, the main character just grabs like this giant like 50 caliber like machine gun and just like mows all of these freaking dudes down in there. And yeah, that wasn't the right choice. So she gets demoted and that's really when the story starts. And she works at this little cafe, and I don't want to spoil this whole thing, but it's really cool. So she works at this cafe where she has to have like this new partner, and her partner's like the total opposite of her. Like the main character is all about blazing guns and getting in and pushing through the action, and this other little girl, she's about like helping people, and she's really bubbly and has like this huge personality. It brings a lot to the anime. It absolutely brings a ton to it. This anime really has it all. It is extremely fast-paced. At least the first episode was very fast-paced. They have action. There's crazy comedy. Like, I haven't laughed in a first episode of an anime like this in quite a while. Me and Bree thoroughly enjoyed ourselves in that regard. It's like cute, but it's like kind of like wild action. There's just a lot of different elements that come to play, and they all work really good. The characters are interesting. When she moves into the part where she has to work in this cafe, there's, you know, the big boss man, they call him Teach, and he makes like, you know, his beautiful cup of coffee. It's kind of like, I don't know, Persona 5 vibes, I guess, if you want to go that route. And there's another lady that works there, and she's very preoccupied about how she doesn't have a husband yet, and she needs to find something, you know, that'll make her attractive to a man, and she's always kind of griping about relationship statuses that other people have and stuff. And then a main character, she's kind of like sullen. She's kicked out of this big government group and she wants to get back in, and she has to prove herself in this new situation that she's in working at this cafe. But the pace has totally changed. So, you know, everyone kind of knows the Lycoris as being assassins and hitman and subterfuge, you know, agents. And she ends up pitted in this situation where she's like getting coffee for people and helping a woman kind of save the day and stuff with her relationship problems that she has. It's really a big change of pace for her, but also just really interesting, and I feel like it's kind of driving the show in ways that I just really want to see, and all of it kind of ties back together by the end of the first episode. Again, I'm kind of getting into it, but I don't want to get too deep into it, but it does kind of wrap around back to the original situation they're at, and the first episode just really well cements what you might be able to expect through the rest of this anime, and I have nothing but extremely high hopes. Lycoris Recoil, it's on Crunchyroll or VRV right now. Absolutely check it out. It is great. I think you will have an awesome time. If you've seen it already, let me know in the comments. If you like this content, hit the thumbs up, hit subscribe to join Yokoso Otaku's Senpai Squad for more anime news, reviews, and gaming. I'm Dre, and I'll catch you on the next one.